Do you ever wake up in the morning and immediately feel behind? Like the moment you open your eyes, you're already losing the battle to stay on top of your life. Maybe it starts with one snooze button, then another, then you're rushing to get ready, skipping breakfast, and suddenly the day feels like it's pulling you in every direction. And here's the real kicker. It doesn't matter how many motivational videos you watch, how many to-do lists you write, or how many planners you buy. If you don't have discipline, none of that works. But what if I told you that the people you admire the most, the athletes, the entrepreneurs, the creators, they're not winning because they're special. They're winning because they've unlocked the secret weapon most people ignore.
A secret weapon?
Stick with me, and I'll show you how discipline is the ultimate cheat code for success, and how you can use it to turn your biggest goals into reality. Ready? Let's go. You've probably heard people say, you just need to work harder, or stay motivated. But let's be real. Working harder is easier said than done, especially when life feels overwhelming. And motivation? Motivation is like that one friend who shows up when things are fun, but disappears the moment things get tough. Here's what no one tells you. The difference between people who win and people who don't isn't talent. It isn't intelligence. It's the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it.
If I don't feel like it anymore, Seth, what?
And that ability? It's called discipline. But here's the catch. Discipline is hard. It's uncomfortable. And most people avoid it because, well, we'd all rather be comfortable, right? But what if I told you that discipline doesn't just make you more productive, it gives you power. It gives you control, and it unlocks the freedom to live life on your own terms. So stay with me, because in this video, we're going to break down what discipline really means, why it's the key to winning, and how to build it. Even if you've never been disciplined a day in your life, here's the big idea. Discipline isn't just a self-help buzzword. It's the foundation of everything worth having in life. Think about it. What do athletes, CEOs, artists, and even your favorite YouTubers have in common? They show up every single day. It's not because they're superhuman or because they always feel inspired. It's because they built habits that make discipline inevitable. And those habits, they're powered by discipline. Discipline is what allows you to turn dreams into plans, plans into actions, and actions into results. Without it, even the best ideas in the world go nowhere. But here's the good news. Discipline isn't something you're born with. It's something you build, like a muscle. And once you build it, it becomes your greatest asset. Imagine being able to trust yourself to get things done, even when you're tired, even when it's hard, and when you'd rather binge Netflix. That's the power of discipline. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to build it. Section 1, why discipline equals power. Discipline isn't about living a boring, joyless life. It's about creating the freedom to live the life you want. Think about it. When you're disciplined, you're not constantly stressed about deadlines. You're not scrambling to catch up on things you should have done days ago. You're in control.
Break it down for you so you understand.
Discipline saves time. When you're disciplined, you stop wasting time on things that don't matter. You're focused, efficient, and productive. Discipline builds confidence. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you strengthen your belief in your own abilities. You stop saying, I can't, and start saying, I've got this. Discipline reduces stress. Instead of procrastinating and panicking, you get things done on time, which means less anxiety and more peace of mind. When you have discipline, you're not just working hard, you're working smart. You're setting yourself up to win every single day, and that is the ultimate freedom. Now don't get me wrong. Discipline doesn't mean you suddenly become a robot. You're still human. You're just a human who doesn't spend 2 hours debating whether to watch another episode of your favorite show or start that project that's due tomorrow. Spoiler alert, the project wins. Section 2, the 3 steps to build unstoppable discipline. Let's get practical. Building discipline is a process. You don't wake up one day and suddenly have perfect self-control, but you can build it over time, and here's how. First, start small. Discipline is like a muscle. You can't lift 200 pounds your first day at the gym. Start with something manageable. Maybe it's making your bed every morning. setting an alarm, or spending 10 minutes a day reading. These small wins add up and build momentum. Think about it this way. If you can stick to one tiny habit, you're proving to yourself that you're capable of sticking to bigger ones later. And before you know it, you're on a roll. Be consistent. Consistency is the secret sauce of discipline. It's not about doing something perfectly. It's about showing up day in and day out, even when it's hard. Even when you're tired. And even when you don't want to. This is where most people fall off. They'll go hard for a week and then quit. But the real magic happens when you stay consistent for months or even years. That's when discipline becomes second nature. Reward yourself. Here's the fun part. Give yourself credit for your progress. Every time you hit a milestone, no matter how small, celebrate it. Treat yourself to something you enjoy. This positive reinforcement makes it easier to keep going. And let's be honest, starting small also means you don't end up trying to run 5 miles on January 1st and then spending the next 3 days hobbling around like a 90-year-old. Section 3. Overcoming common discipline pitfalls. Even the most disciplined people have bad days. So what do you do when you slip up? Here's how to stay on track. First, don't rely on motivation. Motivation is great when it's there, but it's not always reliable. Discipline is what carries you through the days when motivation is nowhere to be found. So don't wait till feel like it. Start anyway. Eliminate temptations. Make it harder to fail. Trying to eat healthy? Don't keep junk food in the house. Trying to focus? Turn off notifications and put your phone in another room. Forgive yourself. Nobody's perfect. Slip-ups happen. The key is not letting one bad day turn into a bad week. Acknowledge it, learn from it, and move forward. And remember, even superheroes have days off. The difference is they get back up, dust off their capes, and keep saving the day. And you're no different. Here's what I want you to remember. Discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up, even when it's hard. It's about making the small choices every day that lead to big results over time. So what's your first step? Maybe it's waking up 30 minutes earlier. Maybe it's committing to one habit for the next 30 days. Whatever it is, take that step today. And hey, if this video inspired you, hit that like button and subscribe to Building Success. I'd love to hear in the comments what discipline means to you and how you're going to use it to win. Let's do this.